Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at the general vibe of the market. You can tell I'm back home. I've got a normal computer, but it was a bit of a late night last night, but early morning this morning. I've got a few bits to do, but there is a Patreon tonight if you want to join that. There's a link in the description below to join the Patreon. Other than that, let's get stuck in. So we'll start with the US 500, the S&P on the futures market. So what we see is we did manage to reclaim that Bollinger Band on the weekly. So the 20 weekly, the 21 exponential on the weekly, both reclaimed. And so far, even though it was just a very early start, seems to be finding a bit of support on that 20 weekly so far, so that's pretty good then. So that's reassuring. It needs to reclaim the 10 exponential, which is 5,400, and then obviously sort of make its way back up to the V-shaped recovery that we have suggested is likely. It is likely. So I'm going to say it's unlikely. It's actually likely. So there is that component to the overall market. So don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. That's what this looks like to me. But again, it's completely your call what you want to do with your money. The daily has to reclaim 5,400 again, similar to the weekly's the weekly's 10 exponential moving average. And then again, the V-shaped recovery becomes more likely. You can see that it's losing that area that was a resistance, so it should be a resistance again. But even on this daily, so far today, 10 exponential reclaimed, being used as support. So it looks okay. Let's move over to crypto then, shall we? Slightly different story. The 50 simple 50 exponential on the weekly is the only things that are really trying to, if not really, it's but more of a coincidence. It's not really support, it's just coincidence. They've been tagged, there wasn't really any relevance to it at all. And if we were to lose those areas, which again would mean a deeper dive than 53,700, maybe even 51,300, you probably would be looking for below 40,000 at that point. 36,000 I reckon being the floor if it were to all go horribly wrong. Don't rule it out. Don't rule it out at all. It's I wouldn't say it's definitely going to happen, but as of this moment in time, there's not really much evidence to say on the weekly that we're ready to just go shooting straight back up. We could move up into that 20 weekly 64,000 and then hit straight back down again. Last week we moved above the 21 and hit the 10, got rejected. So look, it's still a downtrend until proven otherwise. But that's fine, because this is the downtrend that we've been expecting, remember? The downtrend that we've been looking forward to, and the downtrend that we've been taking advantage of. So let's have a think about the dominance chart then. So dominance chart, Bitcoin dominance chart on the, what is going on the daily here. So the daily actually managed to get support on this 21, the 20 moving averages. You can see all these charts more or less doing, it's the same analysis applied to different charts, giving you different outcomes, isn't it really? But the dominance chart is still moving back up on a bullish chart, floating outside the Bollinger Band last week. Now there is a chance that we get reabsorbed back down towards the bottom, 55% dominance. The top area of this resistance level is 58.5% dominant. If we get to there, I'm back home now. Rotating some of that Bitcoin is probably a decent game plan, to be honest with you. But we're not there yet. And if we break out from there, so be it. I'll be looking to rotate much higher, around 62. It's around 62, 63% dominance. Anyway, that's your dominance chart, still moving up. There is a chance of a pullback to these levels, but still a bullish chart. Major rejection here I would be expecting. Now, let's go to total 2, which again is now, at this stage now we can see, is below the descending triangle. The wick took us down to the 200 simple, and the 200 exponential is down here. This might look and feel like wrecked city to many, but to me, it's nothing more than opportunity. But let's have a look, see if there's any reason for it to turn around on this weekly. Well, to be honest, there's not. There is not. But similar to Bitcoin, we're brewing a bullish divergence money flow index read, with the lower lows that we're forming on price action and the higher lows we're forming on the money flow index. That's the same read that we're getting over here as well, by the way. But we do need to see candle body closures below those previous candle bodies over here, which is around $55,500. So look, the low may be in from a wick perspective. The low may not be in. From a candle body perspective, we haven't got the exact reads that we like. We normally like to see these, don't we? 2 drives, 1, bang bang, bullish divergence, hit the absolute low. Bang bang, bullish divergence, hit the absolute low. The opposing view, bang bang, Bearish divergence spots the absolute high, bang bang. Bullish divergence spots the absolute low, bang bang. you get the vibe, right? Bearish divergence spots the absolute high, and bang, wherever it's going to go. So between now and October, I'll be looking for this to maybe make a new low, to be honest, candle body low on the weekly, where we form the bullish divergence, which forms the low that takes us all the way up to a brand new all-time high. We don't have it yet. So, to speculate, the speculation is actually perfectly fine. To confirm a low is a bit of a mug's game at the moment. It's a bit naive to do that. But the overall trading environment given to us by the S&P is still favourable, to be honest with you. In fact, stocks are where the money is, I reckon, at this point now. Just like the correlation didn't really exist in this portion of the rally, where Bitcoin and crypto was consolidating, stocks was continuing to make highs. We're probably not going to see too much correlation when it comes to stocks and Bitcoin moving forward. But what I can say is that if stocks are trying to and looking like they are going to form a V-shaped recovery, then at least we've got that aspect of a favourable trading environment. Because without that, if stocks were doing something else, for instance, then it would be much harder to even try and speculate a low, even based on Bitcoin's own charts and with its own apparent confirmation of a low, which would be that the bullish divergence on the money Pionex on the weekly. So Tuesday is a bit of a rubbish day for trading. I've noticed that now for the last few months. Usually moving counter to the rest of the market is how a Tuesday works. We've had a bit of a run, as opposed a small run. It's sideways really to the max, isn't it really? So I wouldn't be expecting too much today. But moving through this week, seeing how stocks move, Dixie, and any kind of fundamental change to the environment, that would be geopolitics and anything like that. Those sort of things can influence the chart, and what we should do is just sit and wait. And if we do go down lower, creating new lows, I'm going to take advantage of those new lows. I'm going to have a nice time buying up those lows, because I still believe in my overall analysis, which is the total twos general fractal vibe. It's not perfect, but it's okay, and it's good enough for me. And we'll just have a quick look on the log scale, turn all this rubbish off, and we can just admire what I still believe to be the case. Down, up, down, 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 bear market over, bull market pump, down, 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 consolidation, rally. Forget this bit, black swans can't be accounted for, but generally up, continuation up, last consolidation before the parabolic run that takes place, as soon as those resistances have been broken. My general expectation over the next couple of months. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.